Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very cool Chase Elliott Raced Win 164 scale diecast here in the studio today. It is the Chase Elliott Napa Road America Win Chevrolet Camaro. This was the final Napa win in the Gen 6 era. Beautiful, beautiful hot rod. So cool to see him winning in the Napa car. Every year, he won it in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and with the Dover win in 2022, he's won, like 4 or 5 straight years of the Napa paint scheme, which is really, really cool stuff. So without further ado, let's go and get this race win car out of the box. Alrighty, folks, so we're going to be diving into this diecast here, and of course, make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up, fellas. This is a very, very much anticipated diecast. All the Chase Elliott collectors really wanting this car, and I imagine a lot of the Hendrick Motorsports ones are as well. Now you can see right here on the hood, the Napa logo is not exactly perfectly centered, as well as the dashboard. I could see the dashboard's a little bit skewed. It is what it is, right? Even the windshield's a little bit off, so that's what it is, unfortunately, but I'm just going to hope and pretend it's a dented hood, and that's why it's crooked. So anyways, you go to the front of the car here, you get that very nice soft yellow stripe. You got the, what is that, Hendrick Motorsports, you got Sunoco, a whole bunch of dirt and grime, perhaps a little bit of grass, the runoff areas at Road America, which, I gotta say, is probably the most beautiful racetrack in the country. I mean, they're literally racing in a forest. It's so cool, man. Love that track. I got the number 9 right there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So let's go to the left side of this diecast, and it kind of just dawned on me that this is not the only Napa raced version car we got for 2021. They made the Bristol Dirt raced version as well. Which is really interesting. And apparently, they're wanting to make the 2022 edition of that, which I'm all good. And I'll even throw another Larry McNugget. Apparently, the Brad Keselowski's sponsor is actually wanting a Bristol Dirt version offered in the 164 scale. I don't know if it's going to get made. It's kind of one of the out of left field type of diecast, but apparently they're wanting a raced version produced. So that's really interesting. But of course, I picked this one up over there at Circle B Diecast. If you want to save on shipping, make sure to check out the promo code down below. Use code Diecastbuffet, and any orders $30 or more, and you'll save on shipping, guys. The paint scheme to me, I really like it. I really do. It's got a little bit of the 03 Michael Waltrip vibes of these kind of orange, yellow arches, the Napa yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of those archways, kind of a sharp, modern angle with a soft white paint job. A lot of blue on this diecast, which I really like. A lot of blue. It just gives me Michael Waltrip vibes, man. So you got Chase Elliott right there. Kelly Blue Book. You got the race win sticker from COTA, otherwise known as Austin's road course, Circuit of the Americas. Valvoline Auto Parts Universe, can't really read that one. Something honorary pit crew member. Got a little bit of some dirt rubber built up there. Get the number 9 right there. Lumar Adrenaline Shock Cup Series. You got the 268th Hendrick Win sticker. I believe that's what it is. Race car and Goodyear. Now you do have some bubbles there, but again, it's a raced version diecast. So I mean, hey, it's kind of par for the course, right? Love the attention to detail. The pop rivet design, the jack post tape and arrows. You go to the back end of this car, and holy cow, there's some damage on this. I like this. So you can see kind of a 3-dimensional shadowing effect, and what that probably is that the bumpers actually kicked in a little bit, so they added some dark shadowing to kind of give a 3-dimensional replica of that, which, hey, I mean, what can you do? It's diecast metal. It doesn't want to bend. No matter how hard you try, it barely wants to bend, so I totally understand. Get the number 9 right there, Auto Care Camaro Z011LE. You get the Valvoline decal. Over to the right side of the diecast, now you can see the American ethanol ring is not present on the left side. It's only on the right side, very much like a Watkins Glen. They pit on the opposite side of the diecast, or race car, if you will. My favorite part of all these raced versions is this right here, the exhaust panel. Something about that just looks really good. And a very small detail with this paint scheme is the number 9 is not flat. If you notice, it has a little bit of a curve to it, and the reason why is it goes alongside this, I keep saying orange-yellow or yellow-orange, this yellow archway. And you can see it a little bit on this side. It's just a fraction of a degree of a angle to it. But to me, it makes all the difference. I want my numbers perfectly in the middle, perfectly flat. But in this case, it actually looks really clean. Now you see some dirt built up here, a whole bunch of just dirt. You got some, I believe this is Victory Lane, Gatorade or drink or Adrenaline Shock, whatever they used. kind of pouring down the side of the car, probably building up the dirt, and it gets darker as it goes down the side of the car. That's natural for the race to win cars. Got the Napa Auto Parts decal; it is skewed up there. Again, it's a raced version diecast. So I mean, if you're going to make a diecast that has a little bit of some unfortunate mistakes, a raced version is the band-aid for that, because it just blends perfectly in with the car. So you got the roof of the car. You even got some dirt and debris up here. Got the number 9 Napa Know-How. You got Elliott right there in the back window, and auto parts. Now here's the $1 million question, pun intended, because his dad's known his $1 million bill. But what is the best Napa paint scheme Chase Elliott has ran? I think that's an extremely tough question. I'll tell you one thing. His 2022 edition of the car is not my favorite one. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the giant Napa Auto Parts stop sign on the side of the diecast. I think it's a little bit of an eyesore. This is one of the cleanest ones, no doubt about it, the 2021 edition. Is it better than the 2020 edition of this car? I think so. I look at the 2021 or 2020 through 2018. It's a good-looking race car, don't get me wrong, but I just something about this paint scheme. Now, what I would love to see, standard, is all the blue to be metallic blue. Now, we did make the liquid color version of it. I'm not paying $30 for the liquid color 4-pack, but I would love to see a metallic blue on this, very much like the Jeff Gordon cars of yesteryear. That's something I would always like, but 2016 was a really nice-looking car. 2017 was... it was good, but it wasn't great. 2018, the diecast for the primary was horrible, I'll be honest with you. It was so glittery. 2019, not that much better. But I'm going to say probably 2016 or 2021 are my favorite Napa primaries for Chase Elliott. And that leads me to ask you, what is your favorite Chase Elliott Napa paint scheme? Primary, that is. One thing I would love to see, though, and going into 2022, or continuing 2022, I should really say, is why don't they bring back the Napa alternate paint schemes that we saw in 2018 and 19? The Napa Night Vision car, the Napa Batteries car, the Napa Auto Care car, whatever paint scheme they want to run, Even if it's just a small, different side decal, I promise you, if they make a diecast for it, a collector like me would want it. I go back and I think about the Night Vision car. I think of the lamp car. I think of the black and yellow car they ran at Dover with. Those are some amazing paint schemes, right? Then you have the throwback cars, which don't even get me started on the 2022 throwback. That thing, look, I'm a huge Chase Elliott fan, but I gotta be honest with you, that was the worst throwback I have ever seen. And they found a way to make it even worse, having to use a backup car. That thing was horrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it. Maybe the diecast will look good, but I gotta be honest with you. Out of the 100 Napa paint schemes they could have used for that freaking throwback, they picked the absolute worst looking one. I can't even describe how bad it looked. I'm sorry. It was just a really poor choice of a paint scheme, in my personal opinion. I mean, you think about it. All the Martin Truex Jr. paint schemes, the Michael Waltrip, not even the DEI Michael Waltrip ones. They could have done even some of the MWR Michael Waltrip paint schemes. They could have done anything. They could have done like a Craftsman Truck Series Napa paint scheme. They could have done anything. They could have done an NHRA Funny Car Napa paint scheme. They could have done anything. And they chose the absolute worst Napa car I've ever seen in my life, and they put it on their cup car. And then they wrecked it and had to use a backup car. And then the thing was like halfway wrapped. I mean, naturally, they didn't have time to fix it. But my point is, it was a disaster. Oh, it was a disaster. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching if you can. Hopefully this video is entertaining. If it was, make sure to give the video a huge thumbs up. Love to know what y'all think down below, guys. Epic diecast here. Make sure to pick up your Road America win. This is the final Chase Elliott Gen 6 win. So think about it. Years and years and years from now, this is probably a car you're going to wish you had it in your collection. I mean, look at the prices for his dual win from like 2019 or 2018. I mean, a freaking dual win, and it's like 30, 40 bucks. It's crazy. Have a great one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.